Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to jump on again and tell you about another one of our success students. This chap has taken the crown in terms of our fastest success story yet. He is number one on our leaderboard for rent to rent success. His name's Wes. We started working with Wes probably 9 weeks ago now, maybe 10 weeks. And Wes got his first rent to rent deal just 28 days after joining our program, which is a record for us. We've been doing this for 4 years now and no one's ever got their first deal that quickly. So if you're watching this, Wes, well done to you, my friend. But for you watching this, I'd like you to just know that Wes is a normal person, just like you and I. He's focused, determined, he had a clear goal in mind. When Wes came to us, he was a debt collector and he wanted to replace his income with rent to rent properties, as he realized he couldn't work forever, you know, and he's got, I think he's got a little boy and none of us are getting any younger. So he's made the decision to build a business that allows him to spend more time with his family. Sorry about the plane going over. Spend more time with his family, make more money by working less hours, and that's what rent to rent can do for you. You know, once you find the properties and you tenant them, you're only going to be working for an hour a day max, you know. Every now and again there'll be a bit of maintenance that needs doing. That won't need you to go and do it. You can pay a handyman to go and do that stuff. But rent to rent ultimately allows you to make more money than your average job whilst working less, and that's where Wes is going, you know. So yeah, he got his first deal 28 days into our program. He's actually now on his third rent to rent property, I believe, and he's just put an offer in on his fourth. He's currently making around 3.5 grand a month in profit. That's net profit. He's quit his job as a debt collector, so he's full-time in rent to rent now. As I said, he's only been working with us for 8 to 10 weeks, something like that. And he got his first deal in 28 days. So each of his rent to rents are making him £1,000 plus. We'll get Wes on the podcast soon and he'll be able to tell his story in more detail. But I just wanted to share with you what happens when the right type of people meet me and start working with the right mentor. Magic can happen, and Wes is proof of that. All he's done is plug in our systems, turn up to our coaching calls once a week on Zoom, sometimes once every 2 weeks, whenever he can. He messages me once or twice a week on WhatsApp, and I can coach him in real time on there. But all he's done is copy all of our systems, implement them into his business, gone on 10, 15 viewings, made 4 or 5 offers, and here he is, quit his job, 3.5 grand in net income every month from his first 3 rent to rent properties. He's also gone and bought 2 buy-to-lets as well, which I did a little bit of coaching with him just to give him my second opinion on those. But he's well on the way to building a really strong portfolio of properties, you know, some that he controls with rent to rent and some that he owns. And it's proof that the system works, you know. Like, I've been working on this thing for 4 years now. I've got it dialed in. I know what I'm doing. I just need the right people to come into the program, people who are focused, people who are disciplined enough to do the work, and people that have a clear and strong reason why they're doing it. We don't want people who just want to make 10, 20, 30,000 pounds a month for the sake of it because they've seen some guru talking about it on social media. Those people don't tend to do well. We want people who have a strong reason why that's stronger than just the money, right? So for me, it's time freedom, having the time to spend however you choose with your family, with your loved ones, being able to be in sunny Greece whilst my rent to rent business is ticking over, making me money. this is why I did it. This is why I think people succeed from rent to rent, because they have a strong reason why. And for most people, it's their kids, it's spending time with their loved ones, it's not having to trade 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, hundreds of hours a month at a job that they don't really enjoy, you know, whereas they could be working smarter, running their own business, and making more money than they do in their job whilst only working a couple hours a day. So that's why I think Wes has succeeded. He's smart, yes. He's determined, yes, that too. But ultimately, he's got a strong reason why he wants to be able to get his time back, and that's why he's succeeding. So if you're watching this video and you're on the fence about rent to rent and you're not quite sure, well, just go and have a look at my testimonials, have a look at all the different people that are just like you all over the UK that are succeeding and thriving from rent to rent. That should give you enough confidence to say, well, if they can do it, why can't I? And when you've watched those testimonials, then if you want me to help you get your first few rent to rents, I'll put a link in the video description below. Click the link and book in a call with me. On that call, we'll have a conversation, work out if we're a good fit for each other. And if so, then great, I'd love to help you. If not, then just keep watching my YouTube videos and I'm sure you'll make some progress. But yeah, guys, these are just normal people who are achieving outstanding results because all they've done is plug in our systems, put the time and effort into it, and stayed the course. And for some people, staying the course has been 1 to 2 months before they've got their first deal. In Wes's case, 28 days. To be able to quit your job in 2 months after joining a program, how many of you would love to be in that position? How many of you would love to be in Wes's position now, 3.5 grand coming in net profit, and only needing to work a couple hours a day, if that, on your rent to rent business? He now has 6-7 hours back every day to focus on building his business up, getting more properties. As I said, he's just put in an offer on his 4th property. It's not going to be long before Wes has 4, 5, 6, 7 rent to rents. He's going to be making 5-10 grand a month in no time, whilst only working a couple hours a day. And as I said, he's only been working with us for around 10 weeks. Imagine what this guy's going to be doing in 3 months time, in 4 months time. So rent to rent works if you're willing to put the work in, if you're a motivated person, if you want me to help you do this. Click the link, book a call, we'll have a chat and go from there. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.